Hello everybody, it's your boy Goose God Guy 769 34 420 41 back at it again with another Minecraft Let's Play. Okay, but in all seriousness, welcome back to another episode of O's Interviews. Now, the thing about this video is that it was actually recorded a pretty long time ago, as far back as when the series had just started. However, it had never even been edited or even touched for that matter. This also means that I was a lot more inexperienced with interviewing and I didn't express emotion as much compared to the last video with Beast. Anyways, I have an epic announcement to make at the end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned in until the end. No, it is not another 2-hour interview. You can sit here and wait 15 minutes, I promise. And anyways, nevertheless, that's all I have until the end. Onto the video. Alright, so hey guys, like I said before, today we're going to be actually joined by MightyDoc here. So, MightyDoc, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Abdul. I'm 16 years old, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, USA.
It's cool. So, Abdul, I have a question for you. What got you into Osu?
A friend of mine, he was named Shatter. When we were playing Minecraft, he got off and decided to get on Osu, and then I asked him what game he was playing, and he said Osu, and I just downloaded it, and then I kind of just kept going and played with him. What
captivated you about it?
Mostly like the songs and like just people playing it. It got me really interested into getting good at it.
Okay, what did you do before Osu?
A lot of Minecraft, UT, etc. That's like one of the only games I played before Osu.
Really, just Minecraft?
Yeah.
So it was a while back then, huh?
Yeah.
So, as of right now then, when you're not playing Osu, what do you usually do?
In my free time, I usually, so I'm a graphics designer, so I just like sit around and like, just work on art, like digital art for people.
Really?
Yeah, I do art a little bit, and if I'm not doing that, I usually just, go for a walk. And then when I feel like, and when I feel like it, I just go back and play.
It's always good to have other, like, alternative hobbies for, like, whenever something happens with Osu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you mentioned before that Minecraft was the only game you play. As of right now, when you're not playing Osu, and you're on your PC, is there any other games that you play?
Well, I don't, at this time, I don't really play Minecraft anymore, so if it's not Minecraft, it's usually Super Mario Maker, or Minecraft. Or Fortnite, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So, I have a question a little bit surrounding your username. So, what made you, come up with the username MightyDoc, and why did you decide to use it?
It was actually back in early 2016 where, I decided to change, I wanted to change my name on Minecraft, and I had a friend of mine help me, actually. And we were watching this Viner, MightyDoc, and I kind of wanted to switch it up, and he was like MightyDoc, and I kind of just went with it. It was just like a random way of getting the name.
You didn't really have anything else to go with?
Nah, it was just a random, like, name. Yeah.
Works. So, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, a little bit more based on your Osu career and like your entire, lifetime of playing Osu. So, to start that off, I want to ask you, when did you start playing Osu?
I started playing Osu on late May of 2017.
Ooh. Is that when you made your account, or did you like start playing immediately? Or what?
I made my account October of 2016, and I only played for a little bit, and then it piqued my interest in May.
I feel like that's what happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
They install the game, play it a bit, get bored of it, never play it again. A year later, they rediscover it, play it.
Right, yeah.
So, people obviously know that you play tablet. So, I wanted to ask you, did you always play tablet from the beginning? And if you didn't, then how come you made the switch?
No, I did not play tablet. I actually just played mouse for the first, like, 2 or 3 months, and then, everybody was, like, having this, like, debate on, like, tablet is good, tablet is, like, it's, like, a great way of improving your aim. I decided to, grab me one, and then it was actually worth it. Yeah, it really helped my aim.
That was, like, 2 months after you started?
Yeah.
It's cool. So, did you always take Osu seriously? And would you say that you take it serious now?
Yes, I took it seriously at the time because I always wanted to pass my friends in rankings, and I take it seriously now because I want to set goals and like reach the highest ranking as I can.
It's good. I mean, yeah, you have that full on work ethic. So, What are some of the things that motivate you to keep playing the game, and whether it be improving or like whatever it might be for you?
Honestly, it's other people that are setting plays. I don't like comparing myself to other players, but I like when they set scores and all that. It makes me feel motivated to just like to be like, oh yeah, I want to set those scores. I want to set more scores just like them.
So it's the
And
competition.
I just kind of keep going. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Mhm.
It's always good to have competition because otherwise it just gets boring because it's just like you're at the top and then there's nobody else.
Yeah.
So, why do you play Osu? Like, what I mean by that is like, what's enjoyable about it? And if nothing, then how come you play it?
Honestly, it's addicting. It's one of those addicting games that like have no reason to play, but you still play it. Honestly, it's just like it's the circle clicking. That it's just a satisfying thing to do. Just like clicking circles and like just enjoying the rhythm.
Click the circles to the beat.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
Fair enough. What was your peak rank?
Right now it's 107.
So you're at your best right now.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that grind up, bro. I'm about to be 2-digit. So, what are some of your goals in Osu, and have you completed any of your like lifetime career goals?
My so my goals in Osu right now. I've done so far throughout this year. I actually made my goals at the beginning of this year, and so far I only have one left now. Is to reach top 100.
Mhm.
And I pretty much completed a lot of my goals so far. I just need one left.
Right. That's cool to see.
Hmm.
So, what is your favorite thing about Osu?
Just being able to actually like play the game well and interacting with like your friends and like because like really when I play with my friends sometimes it just like I don't know, it just makes me enjoy the game a lot.
Mhm.
And I just keep going. And obviously, one of the other favorite things that make me play Osu is the rankings and the PP.
Mhm.
And that kind of sounds like dirty and like taken the wrong way, but honestly, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean it's the ranking system and being able to compete against other players that really motivates people.
Yeah,
Because I mean, at the end of the day, without PP, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't play the game.
that's true.
So, the counter of that question, I want to ask you,
Mhm.
what is your least favorite thing about Osu?
Um, to be honest, I don't really have anything that I hate a lot about the game. Probably like, yeah, that's a really hard question to answer because I don't really hate a lot of things about the game.
Well, it could be more than just the game. It could be the community as well.
Well, the community obviously, some of them could like just send death threats to mappers. That's one thing I hate. Like when they make a bad map, they just send death threats on them to stop mapping. I feel like that shouldn't be the case at all. If you don't like the map, just don't play it.
I wonder who those two mappers could possibly be. That's how it is. But
Yep.
so I'm gonna ask you a little bit more. So towards the community, what's your opinion on the community surrounding the game?
Honestly, player-wise, I don't mind him. Honestly, everybody just likes to do their own thing. What I hate about it, it's just a drama. A lot of drama can happen, and for unnecessary reasons. That's like one thing that I don't like. But like overall, like just going through Reddit and all that, I don't mind it. I like the community. But just like those minor things that like could just make it annoying for me to just like be able to be with the community.
That's true. I feel like a lot of games kind of have that, to be honest.
Mm.
So it's just kind of, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I want to ask you about the PP system. What's your current opinion on the PP system?
Honestly, personally, since like the speed buff happened back in February, I personally really like it. A lot of speed maps were very very underrated, and now that the PP buff happened and that affected speed a lot, it's actually speed scores can worth performance points, and that's like something I really like. Cause like without that buff, a lot of my plays wouldn't have been as much as they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of speed players are like setting speed maps and like speed scores right now that are actually worth something and that are actually like good. So yeah, I
Right.
like the current PP system right now.
So you like where it's at?
Yeah.
Right. Well, a lot of people have different opinions, but that's actually a fair one as well, since it's kind of You have a point. You definitely do. So, what are some of your best accomplishments in OSU?
Do you mean like best like let's say like goals wise?
Yeah, that could be a way. Anything really.
Honestly, one of my best accomplishments is just reaching top to like 500, or just being a 3-digit. I think those are like one of the most very interesting things that like just top my mind, because like I don't know, I've always wanted to be a 3-digit. Like when I was like a 5-digit and a 4-digit, I always like wanted to reach that top, and I was like tried playing for it, and I felt really good just like reaching those goals.
Right, that's pretty cool. It always feels pretty satisfying to be able to reach your goals.
Yeah.
Because that's just, you know, it kind of keeps you motivated to keep playing the game. So, I want to ask you this then, off of that. What are some of your favorite memories from playing the game?
Well, right now, I mean, I really haven't played the game that much, like that far, like only 2 years, but honestly, one of my best like memory of OSU is when I reached 400 PP play, cause like, I remember it was like a 491 PP play, and like I got extremely hyped for it, and I always remember the hype that I had around it. It was a great time.
Yeah, I had a bunch of hype when I saw my first 400 too. It was actually ironically 495. So I completely skipped it as well, and I was like, what the fuck? But
Damn.
it was pretty cool. I mean, it was Chica DT, so it was kind of like, but still, it's, you know, jumping from 398 to 495 was pretty hype.
Yeah.
So, who are some of your idols that you look up to today, or that you looked up to in the past?
Today I look up to Spare, I look up to Mika, I look up to Hebel, the Spanish player. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, it's Hebel, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I look up to Vaxe, and I think that's it. I only look up to all these 4 people.
Hey Hebel, if you're watching this, I love you. Alright, but yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Like, yeah. So, what are your preferences as far as mods go? And maybe that could be beatmaps as well, like beatmaps and mods. And do you have any weaknesses in, well, beatmaps and mods?
I'll answer the weaknesses first, and one of my weaknesses is probably playing hard rock. Hard rock isn't one of those things that I always touch, and like whenever I try and play it, I play like extremely poorly about it. And as a preference for mods, honestly, I feel like just halftime is pointless for me. Like I don't find it like that important, even though it's like helpful on some maps, like on like those high like 9-star maps. But like I don't know, I feel like it's like a worthless mod.
So what about the type of maps then?
Well, as far as mods go, I always sit out like on DT speed maps, so I obviously like the old like 300 BPM speed maps. That's like the genre that I like, and like just like speed maps in general. And sometimes if I'm feeling it, probably aim maps, like I'll go with Say Goodbye, cause like that's like the only aim map that I can think of on the top of my head.
Yeah.
Aim maps like those really interest me as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
They can be pretty fun to play. So, I'm gonna ask you these 2 questions right here, and they're gonna be more so focused on the people watching the video right now. So the first one's gonna be to everyone watching this video right now. What would you recommend for people to improve, and whether that be just starting out the game, or even people who are more experienced in the game and are just looking to improve and get over skill like rank walls?
If you are starting out the game, one of the main things I recommend is don't try and play maps that are harder, like much harder than they usually are. Start off as like your skill level, like the things you can do, the star rating that you can do. And I feel like that's not enough. But I would try and just like keep playing more of like maps you can do. And if you think that you're too comfortable with your skill gap, I would like start pushing it a little bit, but don't push it too far to the point where you can't improve a lot. And for experienced players, I would honestly set goals for myself, because that's how I got motivated to like just keep going, is like just setting goals. I've set a lot of goals like throughout my months and like years of playing OSU, and it's honestly like it turned out well. It's pretty motivating, and you just feel really good about yourself when you set those goals. So setting goals is definitely an important thing to do to stay motivated.
Reaching your goals always tends to be very, like Makes you feel pretty good, you know. It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
The second question is, if you could, what would you say to motivate new players starting out the game to use as like, you know, things to use as motivation?
I would honestly stay away from like people that say like, oh yeah, it's just like a rhythm game, or no, it's just like a circle game, or like, oh no, it's like, it's really more than that. It could be a lot more than that. It's a really good way to like it's kind of hard to explain this, but like to motivate new players, you just gotta find something you're interested in. Like find personally, when like one of the first three players that I saw that honestly got me pretty motivated to play when I was new was Cookiesy.
Right.
And I don't know, he just pushed me to keep playing, and I feel like that's something people should do, is like focus on players that like that they feel like that can motivate them. But I know like even if they're new, but I would like look through like different channels and like see that those type of players that could motivate you to play.
Right. Yeah, I feel like that's a very you know, fair thing. So,
Yeah.
closing up on the interview, is there any last thoughts you'd like to or anything you'd like to say to people watching right now?
Not really.
Not really? That's all I have to say?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So, thanks for this opportunity, MightyDoc, and without all that said, on to the outro. Well, that's it guys. Thanks for staying in to the end of the video. Anyways, before I get onto the actual stuff I need to cover here in the outro, I have an important announcement to make. It's been requested countless times, and it looks like it's finally going to be able to come true. Pretty soon, I'll be having a special video on the channel, just another episode of the series, but we're going to spice it up a little bit. In the episode, I will be the one being interviewed. And you may be asking, oh mighty Goose Lord, then who shall be the lucky person to be interviewing you then? Well, the answer is already decided. Cue the drum roll. I said cue the drum roll. Yes, you watching this video, drum roll please. The one interviewing me will be, well, JK noob, you'll find out when it happens. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, it will be Friend Z, or Friends. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Anyways, Friends/Friend Z is an Osu YouTuber and mapper, and I have been a fan of him for a pretty long time. He's pretty cool, you should check him out. Socials will be credited in the special videos description to his channel and stuff, so, you know, make sure to go subscribe to him, you know, follow his Twitter, all that, you know. But anyways, as always, now to the usual stuff. Thanks to erisu for editing the video. Also, thanks to MightyDoc, who is now top 50 at the time of me recording this audio file, for letting us feature him on the video. Make sure to follow Doc, Erisu, and I on our socials, which can be located down in the description. Also, make sure to follow our Twitter and join our Discord for notifications and updates when stuff happens. That's it for me. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Bye.